Did you know that following Eric Cantona's shock retirement aged just 30, Sir Alex Ferguson wrote him a letter? Having secured the Premier League title but losing to Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League semi-final, Eric Cantona dropped the bombshell of his retirement from football in May 1997. Cantona celebrated a fourth Premier League title in 5 years with United as captain, but hanging up his boots came as a shock to the manager, player and fans. Eric said, "I have played professional football for 13 years, which is a long time. I now wish to do other things. I always planned to retire when I was at the top, and at Manchester United I have reached the pinnacle of my career. In the last 4.5 years, I have enjoyed my best football and had a wonderful time. I have had a marvellous relationship with the manager, coach, staff and players, and not least the fans. I wish Manchester United even more success in the future." Sir Alex Ferguson spoke of how whilst having a bath with Gary Pallister and Steve Bruce after a match, they essentially talked him into signing Eric Cantona from Leeds.
Going into the bath, we played Leeds United, we beat them 2-0 at Old Trafford. And I don't know why I went into the bath. For some reason, maybe fate, I went in and Bruce and Pallister going on about Cantona, about his balance, his movement, his strength, and he was a threat to them all day, and it stuck in my mind. So when that day came along and I was in Van Edwards' office and the phone call came in from Bill Thorlby of Leeds United to buy Dennis Irwin, I wrote down immediately from Martin's pad in his front of him, Eric Cantona.
Cantona and Fergie adored each other, and the enigmatic Frenchman explained that Sir Alex Ferguson is the best manager he has ever worked with.
He's the best. I played for Beckenbauer, Platini, and Ferguson. They are the best three I played for. And Ferguson he's got everything. He's got the experience. He's very nice with everybody. Everybody like him, and he knows the football very well. He's a winner, and he's a very, very nice man.
Fergie respected Eric so much, he wrote him a letter which read, "Dear Eric, some months have passed since we last spoke, and I felt that I should write to you as a mark of respect and esteem in which I hold you. When we restarted training, I kept waiting for you to turn up as normal, but I think that was in hope, not realism, and I knew in your eyes when we met at Mottram your time at Manchester United was over. Although I still feel you should have taken both your father's and my advice and taken a holiday before making such a major decision. One thing I would like you to remember is to remain active and fit. I always remember when I finished at 32 and I started management, I was more concerned about organising training and the coaching of players that I forgot about my own fitness, and then when I realised about 6 years later what was happening, I started to train again to recapture my fitness, and it was murder. So you do need to keep your fitness. I am sure you have been keeping an eye on our results, and as you can see we are doing quite well. As you know, we have signed Teddy Sheringham to replace you, but at the moment he is finding it difficult to find the space he got at Tottenham and is playing deep, so we have had some adjusting to do. Players sometimes don't realise how difficult it is to play at our level, as every game is a cup final for our opponents, so I just hope he can do it for us. Our pre-season tour wasn't too bad, the Far East tour was better than expected, and our games against Inter Milan were very good. The Charity Shield wasn't a great performance, but we were better than Chelsea and deserved to win, even though it went to penalties. I still feel, as we discussed at the end of the season, that a top-class striker is what is needed, and that is always going to be the problem at our club, as the financial restraints will always stop us getting the best because of our wage structure. And it is such a pity, because when you are at the top, you should buy the best to stop the others getting to you. If I was younger, I suppose I would look at it differently, but from a personal point of view, I have not won the European Cup, and it does get to me at times. However, I just have to carry on and not put up a mental barrier, and I have always had that belief and trust in my players and wish to continue to do so. I keep hoping that I will discover a young Cantona. It is a dream. As I close this letter, I would like to hope that we will have a chat, a drink or a meal together soon. I know the club has written to you about the forthcoming dinner, and I hope you will manage it, but that is not the most important thing. For me, it is to remind you of how good a player you were for Manchester United and how grateful I am for the service you gave me. I will never forget that, and I hope you won't either. You are always welcome here, and if you just pop in unexpectedly for a cup of tea, no fanfare, just for a chat as friends, that would mean more to me than anything. Eric, you know where I am if you need me, and now that you are no longer one of my players, I hope you know that you have a friend. Good luck, and God bless. Yours sincerely, Alex Ferguson. The King was special, and was the type of character Sir Alex Ferguson loved. Fergie's gesture of writing a letter to Cantona resonates like a symphony's final note, showcasing a profound level of respect. a legendary footballer and a legendary manager who have forever forged a lasting bond beyond the pitch.